Today, October 18th, 2021, while having my morning coffee, it was announced that Colin Powell had died from complications of COVID. I was immediately cast back to the winter of 1957 and my brief encounter with the famous general and statesman. I was an engineering freshman at the City College of New York and a recent enrollee of the Army's ROTC. I enrolled because at the time every male was subject to the draft, and I thought that a second lieutenant would be better than a private. Twice a week, in World War II uniform, we were obligated to parade and be inspected at Lewiston Stadium at college. Our cadet captain was Colin Powell, who was rumored to be on a fast track through the ranks of the U.S. Army. During that autumn and winter, I was frequently dressed down in front of all for not having sufficiently polished my brass, shined my shoes, or pressed my uniform. Luckily, I was only 16, I didn't have to shave very often, and I wore my red hair in a crew cut. After the first 2 years in ROTC, you had to optionally re-up for the last 2 years to complete your training. Even though City College was free, I had to hold down multiple jobs to cover my expenses to stay in school. I was being raised by a single mother who made little money. As it happens, one day, Cadet Captain Powell spotted me working in a local bookstore on Amsterdam Avenue and took me aside. "Cadet Postnak, I believe. Obviously, you are a bright kid. But why are you having so much trouble maintaining proper dress code?" I never realized that he noticed me or would take the time to seek me out. I replied that because of the grinding curriculum, multiple jobs, and the daily 1.5-hour commute each way from Brooklyn, I could find little time to ensure proper grooming. His demeanor obviously softened, saying, "I have a similar situation, and there are many paths to the service. We don't know what the future will bring. I suggest that you decline the last 2 years and make it easier on yourself at this time." I was flabbergasted and took his advice. As it turned out, after earning my degree and getting married, President Kennedy ruled that married men would not be drafted, and I never served. To this day, I hold the memories of several fellow students who did serve and were killed in action. I maintain a very warm recollection of General and Secretary of State Colin Powell, who took the time and effort to seek me out and change the course of my life. It was an act of kindness and consideration, and I never forgot. To me, he was a mensch.